So how to write for understanding. So the basic rules are put your main idea up front. So try not to bury it in the details. So a lot of times what's happened is it takes a while to get to the point, but we just recommend put it right in the subject line, put it right at the top. Try to do that and see what happens. Another easy trick is to make things easy to scan rather than a big wall of text. Number 3 is to make it shorter. That is much easier said than done. If you've ever tried to edit your writing, I would say this is the sort of sleeper tip that's a little bit more difficult. And then number 4, try to write in your own words and see how that feels. For a lot of people, when you try to write, instead of adopting a corporate voice, if you just say it like you would say it, it makes the writing flow a lot easier, makes it easier to edit, and it makes it easier to understand. So for step 5, we always recommend that you tell people what to do and don't leave them hanging. So if you want somebody to download something, it's always good to make sure that's very, very clear so that your main point doesn't get lost. So understanding those 5 basic things is step 1, I would say, the 5 good rules of good writing. And then for step 2, you can, if you like, try to grade a piece of your writing. And in the practice, we have a writing scorecard. And in the scorecard, all you would do is you would pick a piece of writing. It could be an email, it could be something you wrote, a document, it could just be something from your company. And then you just review it and you ask yourself, is my main message really clear? Is it up at the top? If somebody's scanning it, do they instantly get it? Could I make it shorter? Does it use plain everyday language, not, really intense jargon? For step 3, if you like, you can try a rewrite. So you just pick a writing sample from your scorecard and you can plug it into the writing worksheet that we have there. And it's the same process. Just see if you can put your main message up top. See if you can make it easy to scan. See if you can cut it in half. And you just go through that process bit by bit. And if you like extra credit, there's a final step, which is to just think about tone. When we're remote or when we're working virtually, we can't see each other's facial expressions and body expressions in the same way. So tone doesn't translate in the same way over writing as it does in person. So when you say something like "sure" with a period on the end, or "why did you do that?" in person, it may feel very different than it feels over writing. So it's good to think about, what does my tone come off like in this piece of writing? You can make your tone more relatable if it feels authentic to you.